Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving into a comprehensive digital brand building masterclass designed specifically for Abu Bakr Bavakati and Bavakati Construction. Look, if you want to take your raw civil engineering expertise and turn it into a massive audience building engine, you are absolutely in the right place. In the construction industry, trust is literally everything, right? Well, your digital footprint has got to be just as rock solid as your physical foundations. So let's get right into it.
Today, we're unpacking a highly structured playbook. We're going to cover 1. The brand growth strategy, 2. 10 essential educational videos, 3. The viral short formula, and finally, 4. Your weekly posting schedule.
Kicking things off with Section 1, the brand growth strategy. Let's look at the foundational philosophy that's going to drive your entire channel.
The core strategy here is beautifully simple but incredibly powerful. You're going to educate people while showcasing your expertise. Why is this a total game changer? Well, traditional advertising in construction is kind of broken. Think about it. A billboard just shouts, "Hire me, I'm the best." It asks for trust without actually earning it. But educational content? It's like saying, "Hey, let me show you exactly how this works behind the scenes." By actively teaching your viewers, you implicitly prove exactly what you and your firm can do. You're building your personal brand as Abu Bakr Bavakati and promoting Bavakati Construction purely through the undeniable proof of your own competence.
All right, moving on to Section 2, 10 essential educational videos. This is the real engine of your strategy.
So let's break this engine down. We've got 10 core video ideas meticulously grouped to build viewer trust from every possible angle. First up, homeowner tips. Think about it. People are absolutely terrified of making expensive mistakes when building a house. So a video on the top 10 mistakes while building a house instantly makes you their protector. Then, blending Vastu tips for house planning with practical civil engineering advice? Brilliant. You're bridging tradition with structural reality. Throw in a video busting common construction myths with simple explanations, and you wipe out all that online misinformation. Next, we pivot to technical deep dives. This is where you really flex those engineering muscles, showing site footage on how to build a strong foundation, or offering practical tips on how to identify good quality cement, steel, and sand. You can even do a site inspection checklist revealing exactly what an engineer checks before concreting. It pulls back the curtain on the invisible work you do. And finally, projects and planning. You cover the human side with a day in the life of a consulting civil engineer, showing site visits, client meetings, and plan reviews. People hire people they know, and this lets them really get to know you.
Now let's zoom in on one of those planning topics, a 2026 construction cost breakdown. What is the number one thing keeping homeowners up at night? It's cost, for sure. Giving highly specific budgeting advice, like breaking down the cost per square foot, instantly establishes you as the topical authority. It answers the exact pressing question they're stressing over right now, making your content incredibly timely and completely indispensable.
Another absolute must-do video concept is explaining the entire house construction process step by step. Building a home feels like total chaos to the average client. It's overwhelming. By guiding your viewers clearly from that very first scoop of dirt during excavation, through the core construction, all the way to those final finishing touches, you're offering immense psychological relief. You take a massive, unpredictable project and turn it into a clear, predictable journey. You become the guide who can lead them safely through the chaos.
And for your technical deep dives, you can take a highly specialized procedure, like the RCC slab casting process, and break it down. For context, RCC stands for Reinforced Cement Concrete, which is basically the backbone of modern building. You explain the reinforcement, the cover blocks, the vibration process to remove air pockets, and curing. Now, the goal here isn't to turn the viewer into a builder, right? The goal is to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you bring immense value, precision, and technical rigor to the table.
Let's transition to Section 3, the viral short formula. This is your catalyst for massive discovery and rapid audience growth. For short-form content, you have exactly 30 to 45 seconds, not a single second more. The algorithm is super unforgiving, so you need strict structural discipline. It breaks down neatly into a quick 0 to 5 second hook, the absolute core content squeezed right into the 5 to 30 second mark, and a strong ending from 30 to 45 seconds. Let's see exactly how this framework applies to a real concept.
You've got to grab their attention immediately in those first 5 seconds. Imagine opening with super high energy. Don't buy a plot before checking these 3 things. That sets the perfect dynamic tone. It creates instant curiosity and a powerful sense of urgency that literally forces them to stop scrolling.
Then, you deliver the goods. Soil quality, Road access, legal documents, boom, boom, boom. You deliver rapid-fire value within that 5 to 30-second content window. Listing those 3 non-negotiables for plot buying is fast, highly informative, and totally respects the viewer's time.
And finally, you wrap it up with a seamless sign-off. You say exactly this: I'm Bubakar Bhavakati, Consulting Civil Engineer. Follow for practical construction tips and quality building guidance. Using your formal title instantly separates you from amateur influencers. It establishes rock-solid professional credibility and clearly prompts the audience to follow, effectively turning a casual viewer into a trusting long-term follower.
Finally, let's hit Section 4, the weekly posting schedule. Let's see how all of this builds into an actionable weekly rhythm.
Here we contrast the 2 engines of your strategy. We're looking at posting 3 shorts a week, balanced perfectly against 1 detailed video every week. Think of it this way. The shorts are your wide fishing net. You cast them out into the algorithm to grab attention and capture new eyeballs. But that long-form detailed video, that's your anchor. That is what builds deep audience credibility, turning a scrolling viewer into a deeply invested follower and eventually a paying client. It's a seriously solid, balanced schedule.
But you know what the absolute secret weapon is holding this entire schedule together? Authenticity. In the construction industry, talk is cheap. Anyone can sit in front of a camera. But since you have real construction site photos and videos, using your own projects makes your channel undeniably credible. Using your own real-world footage is irrefutable visual proof of your competence. Showing what an engineer actually checks on site in real time, that raw authenticity is the ultimate trust builder. To wrap up our explainer today, I'll leave you with this final thought. The digital blueprint is totally ready. You have the exact strategy, the 10 essential video topics that connect with homeowners, the viral framework for your shorts, and the perfect posting schedule to grow Bhavakati Construction's digital presence. Your future audience is out there right now, desperately waiting for this exact expertise. So the only question left is, which masterclass will you bring to life first?